King's Country, kingscountry.net. It's no secret that I love Southeast Texas for the food. Love living here, and part of the reason why I stayed so long, 21 years, longest I've ever lived anywhere, is because of the cuisine here. We got some great Cajun food and just spiced all right. Love it. In fact, I've seen polls of where we have some of the best food in the world right here in Southeast Texas region and southwestern Louisiana. Anyway, another poll taken on behalf of Tums found the states that have the spiciest cuisine. Wait for it. Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico, California, and Arizona are the top 5.
That's a spicy meatball!
Yeah, and you should try the crawfish.
Congratulations to Louisiana, Texas, and New Mexico. Yep, the top 3 states that enjoy spicy hot cuisine. You like adult ketchup. You got volcano lips.
Wow!
Habanero tongue. You're used to burning sphincter bombs. You enjoy food that's hotter than the devil's armpits. You're a pepper licker. And you experience hot farts or diarrhea. And you don't mind if your teeth sweat. So enjoy your spiciness. And don't forget to crank up the ceiling fan.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. That's the late, great Kenny Rogers. Goodbye. Rest in peace, Kenny. I'm Jim King of the radio. Thanks for being here, and stay with me. We're going to take a short break. We just do that once an hour to pay a few bills. Not like those other guys with long commercial breaks, endless, yak, 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 yak. Nope. I'll shut up now and stay tuned. Coming up straight after this break, little short break, Alabama can't keep a good man down on King's Country.
The King of Country.
I should have known that with the crown you've got on your head there.
Jim King.
Streaming from the studios of King of the Road Productions on the west end of Beaumont, where country is king. I'm Jim King, a.k.a. Jim King of the radio and TV. It's part 2 of our Frank Foster Fest miniseries, debuting tomorrow morning at 6:30 on the CW. Prime time tomorrow night following MLB and local news at 9:30-ish on Fox 4. Then Sunday at 12 noon on the CW. I'll be posting the segments at some point tomorrow at jimkingoftheroad.com, so you can stream those bad boys on demand. My friend Frank Foster, it's a Frank Foster Fest, is joining us for this Frank Foster Fest mini-series. It's the grand conclusion this weekend as we celebrate 15 years on the air on television here in southeast Texas and southwestern Louisiana, but who's counting? Closing in on episode number 780. Frank Foster is the topic. We'll have exclusive concert footage and interview with Frank. We'll also have Frank in the Royal Spotlight, sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. We'll air another new video, the Southeast Texas debut of a Frank Foster video, sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge, and LaBelle is our Pine Tree Lodge Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. Did I mention Frank Foster's in the show?
I tell this story most every night, and we'll keep on doing it until the day we quit doing it. You pick your heroes, you pick them good, few and far between. I've done that in my life, so let's do one for all them good daddies still left out there one time. Here we go. Well, these old work boots, they become my Sunday shoes. And these old careless chains I've grown accustomed to. I can't hardly fight the way I'm turning that way. Lord, I'm seeing my old man in me. Well, this old cur dog has become my best friend. Yesterday we hit them woods, and tomorrow we'll do it again. There's something about an old creek bottom makes me feel free. Lord, I'm seeing my old man in me, and I can't have what I really am. Even though it took a while, being my old man.
That's what I thought about, and that's what I said when this whole thing started with the pandemic, that I think when we get on the other side of it, we'll appreciate so much more what we have. I mean, we're all kind of jaded in this society.
Yeah, it is, man. It's like I don't want to say I'd come accustomed to it, but after you've been doing it as long as we have and people have been showing up this long, you know, I never got on the bus with any fear that I wasn't going to have a good crowd or things like that. And then when that's not there for you anymore, it makes you realize how lucky you really were. So, like I said, man, we're every opportunity we get, we're going to go out there and have fun. Whether it's 2 people or 2,000, we're going to give it to them. So.
You've been in the studio, too. I know you've released about an album a year since you started a decade ago, and you got a new one coming out in September?
Yep, got a new one coming out in September as our 9th album. That makes me feel old, too, but it also makes me feel accomplished, and it makes me feel appreciative of... I mean, there's people that have had... You know, from the outside looking in, people think that have had way bigger careers than I have that ain't put out 9 records. So that's a testament again to the fans and them supporting us for so long. Just unbelievable, man. When this thing started, I didn't know what my goal was, but getting close to 10 albums in 10 years, man, that's my goal. And by next May, I think we're going to accomplish that, and that's going to be incredible.
Nowhere to go, I need a whole lot, leave me alone. Let the sweet southern wind blow me back home. I need everybody's hands together, get with me, come on. Get you a back road buzz just every now and then, my
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
You'll be drinking whiskey till the break of day. The want some more Frank, roll down your windows and let it play and raise your glasses high. Raise them up on the crazy country night. Come on.
6 albums now, and you wrote everything. Every single song that you've released and put on the albums was written by you?
Yeah, absolutely. I've written every single lyric to every song. It's just a blessing to be able to write songs. I've done it a lot of different ways, you know, but mostly alone. Upstairs at my house or on the front porch or up in a deer stand, something cool will come to you. But it's always been my favorite part of it is the writing.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Don't miss part 2 of our Frank Foster Fest mini-series this weekend on Fox 4 and the CW in Southeast Texas. And again, I'll be posting the segments at JimKingOfTheRoad.com tomorrow. Keep between the ditches and stay tuned to King's Country, KingsCountry.net.
Well, I'm not talking about locking down forever, baby. That would be too demanding.
King's Country, KingsCountry.net. I'm Jim King of the radio, and it kind of baffles me how some people are still refusing to get vaccinated, because I got to tell you, from my own personal experience, I feel much freer. I don't worry about the mask thing anymore. In fact, I hardly ever wear one unless I'm required to in any place. And it's all because I've been vaccinated. It does work. They're saying that people that haven't been vaccinated, they're the ones that are getting sick now. 99% of them have not been vaccinated. So if you get a chance, I don't know, it's up to you, but get vaccinated. Protect yourself and others, your loved ones. Anyhow, things are definitely coming back. I'm glad to see that. The concerts and festivals we've been attending are packed. People are so ready to get out again. And Luke Bryan is beyond thrilled to be back on tour again. Listen to him talk about it here.
There's been so much anticipation that we've moved tour dates around, and we waited for this moment where we can all get back out on the road, the band, the crew, the bus drivers, the truck drivers, the catering people. But then when we stand in front of those crowds and we physically see the people out there having fun, nothing is more special than that. And I make my music to get on stage and perform live, and when I get the opportunity to do it, it's going to be amazing.
In her simple little way.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. We got to give a shout out to some people that are listening, close friends. Jose Armand, I believe he's still listening out there in South Florida. Keep between the ditches and have a great weekend, Jose. Do appreciate you streaming us on the World Wide Web. Of course, Suzanne Simmons, the lovely Suzanne Simmons right here in Beaumont. She streams us constantly. I do appreciate that as well. They just love the music. It's not me, okay? No way. It's the tunage. And speaking of that, we got them piled up for you. Cruising into the lunch hour for your dining and dancing pleasure. We got some Pat Green on the way. How about some Lady A? They're coming up. David Ball. Yeah, he's been on the TV and radio with me. But right now, My Blue Angel. King's Country at kingscountry.net. It's a TGIF edition of the Jim King of the Radio. Thanks for cruising with me through the lunch hour. That's Her Highness Leanne Womack. Send it on down. Oh, and look, David Ball. Just when you thought it was safe to turn on the radio, David Ball coming up straight ahead. That means I'm having a fabulous flashback. Could get bumpy. Hold on tight, ka-boys and ka-girls. Backstage in Southwest Louisiana with country star David Ball.
Well, I like your hat. I wanted to compliment you.
I was going to ask you that because you made a comment 10 years ago. That's the last time we met. You meet so many people you don't remember, but I was wearing this hat. It was a different. It was one of the earlier versions.
Earlier versions, yeah.
It's kind of evolved a little bit.
I thought maybe you'd polished it up or something because it's got some whang to it.
Some new plastic up there, but
yeah.
I think the comment you made. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah. What was my comment?
You said, "Well, I think it looks a little funky."
Should not. That doesn't sound like me.
Well, you said, I think you got to go with the hat or just with the crown, but I don't know about the two together.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
But since then I've loosened up a lot.
Yeah.
I'm more open to things.
You've seen it all now.
Yeah, I've seen it all, I tell you.
King of the Road.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. From our file, you just can't make this stuff up. This comes from Houston, just down the road. We're coming to you from Beaumont. Houston is 85 miles down the road from Beaumont on I-10. Well, crooks targeting a Houston restaurant didn't realize the establishment was cashless and ended up stealing, wait for it, electronics and lemonade. Here's Christopher Fryerland, co-owner of Miko's Hot Chicken, explaining what happened.
We know our lemonade is very popular, but we were kind of surprised to see that was the target. We decided back then that we were not going to be another food truck getting robbed. So ever since then, we've been cashless, and it's been great.
And there's your stupid criminal story for today.
You are so stupid.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. We've rounded third, headed for home on the Jim King of the Radio Show TGIF edition. That means it's my time to shine on the boob tube this weekend on Fox 4 and the CW. Don't tell anybody, but it's episode number 779. 780 next week, but who's counting? It's part two of our mini-series, our Frank Foster Fest mini-series in honor of the 15th anniversary of this Jim King of the TV show. We chose Frank because he's a fellow independent entertainer, he says. Yeah, he's his own boss, kind of like I have been for 12 years now, but doing the TV show for 15. Started the show in 2006 thinking the radio station would love it. They hated it. No, they don't like you doing your own thing in corporate radio, so we roll on, and, hey, not doing too bad. Driving a new Cadillac, and the home's paid for. The King's Castle's paid for. Anyhow, Frank Foster is the topic. Here's a taste test.
Said, how many of y'all came to Honky Tonk, Texas to get rowdy tonight? Y'all put y'all hands together for me. Here we go, everybody. It's your time to shine. Y'all sing it to me loud as you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Said I need a cold beer. Louder. Said I need. Like some whiskey straight and that loving fast. And tell me why. 'Cause I've been touring around the nation. Come on. Yeah. Y'all know what the question is? How many rednecks we got in this song business? Put your hands together, Texas. Let's go. Launching from the eagle, now floating in on the breeze. One man gang, bring a little change, you see. Putting down that kind of sound you can bump when you ride back roads. It's that rock and roll.
Check out Frank Foster live exclusive interview and concert footage, plus his new video on the Jim King of the TV show this weekend. Fox 4 and the CW. I'll be posting the segments tomorrow at JimKingOfTheRoad.com, y'all. King's Country, kingscountry.net. It's a TGIF edition and taste test time. Always like to serve up a little taste test for you. I like to call them. Here's Ashley Monroe and Brittany Spencer covering Bryan Adams' 1991 hit, Everything I Do It For You. Taste test time, kids.
Everything I do, I do it for you.
Streaming from the studios of King of the Road Productions in Beaumont, Texas. I think it's all done for me on the radio anyway. It's my time to shine on the boob tube. I'm not a real king. I just play one on TV several times every weekend on Fox 4 and the CW if you reside in Southeast Texas. Or just go to JimKingOfTheRoad.com, and anytime you can stream those segments on demand. You have a great weekend. Keep between the ditches. Have a good one. Try to stay dry if you're in Southeast Texas or southwestern Louisiana. Talk to you Monday, 10-ish on King's Country, kingscountry.net. Please tell your friends about us. I'll leave you with the Beaumont boy Clay Walker on King's Country.